oh well, I suppose this is a Japanese kind of RPG, so yeah, 5 minutes after they met each other, they'd be willing to die for each other, so yeah. That is the prince, I think, of Ludia, not king. He might be the king, I don't know. He's actually in the lore. It's kind of one of those things that's in the manual kind of deals. It's all there in the manual. He's actually engaged to Nina's sister, Alina. I mean, it's freaking obvious that Cray loves Alina. Now, this sequence here is... I don't think it's just us going and checking on Cray. I think it's actually Ryu kind of looking in with his dragon's eye, kind of like he did with the dream sequence. I have a sneaking suspicion that the Dragon Eye is trying to tell us something. I just can't quite get what it's saying. It's almost like... I just don't know. I just can't place my finger on it. Let's talk to Taryn and see what she thinks. Actually, yes. Well... what about Alina? Well... what about how the troops kept attacking us? Well, what about the dream? The dream seemed to be about the King's Sword. Let's ask about that. I broke it against that dude's ugly, stupid face. Well, I suppose. This is the other area I was talking about. Remember I said they condensed my two most hated areas from Breath of Fire 3 into one section of the game, back to back? Mount Glom is the other one I'm talking about. It's basically a smaller version of Mount Zublo. Now, honestly, it's not necessarily Mount Zublo I have a problem with. Although the game, for me, Breath of Fire 3 for me was really exciting up until the point about to hit Rafala, and then the game significantly slows down for a while. Partly because you lose that impending doom of Baloo Sunder chasing you throughout most of the beginning part of the game. But, no, it was the boss fight with Gassan at the end and those two worms. First time I played that game, man, I died so many freaking times to that stupid boss battle before I was able to get past. And I had to run through Mount Zublo many times because, you know, unlike, say, Breath of Fire 1 and 2, when you die, you just get put back with all your levels and half your money. You know, PlayStation era games and such, you just had to reload. Lost progress. Alright, let's do that. Now, let's leave the plains. If you actually go in, like, for example, I know the way to Mount Glom, but if you go there, you actually run into a dead end until you talk with the elders. It's irritating. But I suppose that makes sense in a way, but at the same time it doesn't. I don't know. I did not mean to go in this house. Well, while I'm in here, up. See, and this is the one you want to talk to. First, have to go to the big rock, turn south. Yes, if you try to go to Mount Glom beforehand, what happens is you come into this cliff, and they won't actually, you don't actually go into the entrance of Mount Glom. You go to this big cliff, and it's annoying. And the real crappy part about the Golden Plains, honestly, is if you go the wrong way, for example, you exit the Golden Plains the wrong way, you can't just teleport out. You have to walk back, and then to exit the Golden Plains, you have to go to the west side here. Now, remember earlier how they said that the Golden Plains was too large to traverse without a horse or, conversely, a whelk? Well, guess what we're doing now? We're traveling on foot, and actually we do not run any slower than we did on the riding the whelk. So what was the point of the whelk? I just don't know. Ugh. Excuse me. Of course, now that we got Nina, we're just going to just completely decimate everything in this place. Nina's actually almost high enough level to get Cyclone. I think she needs one more level. We'll see. Cyclone is a wonderful spell. It's obviously wind elemental, but it hits every enemy on the screen. It is amazing. You do Cyclone and then a water skill, such as Frost or Icicle. You'll hit everything on the screen twice. It's very good, very good, very good. if you got many powerful enemies, a really good tactic is to go... oh yeah, she didn't. I was right. Yay. A really good tactic is to go Cyclone, and then Water Spell, and currently we can do that because we have 2 Water Spells. We have Frost on Sias, and of course we learned Icicle. I want to say it's Icicle from the Goo count, and we gave it to Urshan. So we can actually have Nina do Cyclone. It'll hit every enemy on the screen for wind damage. Then we can do Jolt and then Lightning from the 2 water spells. And that is a very powerful move that, unless an enemy is strong against wind or water attacks, will more than likely just wreck some shit. You actually have to come back to the Golden Plains 2 more times after the time we're coming right now. So you actually have to come to the Glom Plains a total of 4 times. Once to find... No, 5 times, because you have to find... Ooh. Anyway, you have to find Terran the first time. Then you have to go to Mount Glom. Then you have to come and find Terran again. Then you have to go and... You have to go to the shrine. And then, the last time is optional. You come back and you find... Well, you come back, it's for a side quest. So the last time is optional. But anyway, welcome to Mount Glom. It's a volcano, just like, well, the previous volcano. Touching the lava is bad. Don't do that. But first things first, we want to come up here, grab this fire ward. There are a few new enemies here. If you didn't run into firewoods before, you can run into them naturally here, as you can see. We actually want to fight firewoods instead of woods because the firewoods are worth twice as much experience. It's amazing. So what I'm going to do is this, and you are going to physically attack that guy. Get them all to be firewoods. Yeah, the first turn a firewood does anything. If there's other woods with him, he will actually use Fire Blast on everyone to turn the other woods into firewoods. I don't think they ever actually use Fire Blast on your party, but do not quote me on that. I'm going to use our new Cyclone spell. And regular attacks, because I don't want them turning back. Lightning elemental attacks will turn them back because they are partly water elemental. Wind works fairly well, though. See, look at that experience, man. That's a lot. Oh, a fire seed. That's not too bad. The seeds in this game, what they do is, if you remember from Breath of Fire 3, there were certain NPCs that would give you inoculations that would last until you stayed at an inn. Well, the seeds do the same thing. Now, this room, the way it works is you have these sort of tectonic type plates. The plates alright, grab this, 2 vitamins, and we'll run this way. Alright, I need to get that chest over there. Let's see, where did I come in at? Came in over there. Yeah, one thing this game definitely needs is like a whistle type skill. Ah, here's another new enemy, Drakes. Drakes can teach you Fire Strike if you didn't learn it earlier from, you know, the first dragon form, which I learned it a while ago, of course. But one thing to note is if you want to, it's really, really, really hard to do, but you can actually steal a moon sword from them. I really don't recommend it due to the fact that it just takes forever, but if you really want a moon sword, you can get one from them. I am about to magic them to death. They hit fairly hard, so